and welcome to our assignment 2, and this is for Education 450. And in our group, it's me, Alicia Perez, CJ Simons, Chris, and Alejandro. And without further ado, let's begin our assignment 2. The first article that we chose is a theoretical framework of the relation between socioeconomic status and the academic achievement of students by Dr. Gigi Lam. So basically, she talks about how there's a direct relationship between socioeconomic status and income and education and the achievement gap. That's why that's a symbolism for the heart. So what else she talks about is there's a clear achievement gap between students who have families from higher economic statuses or socioeconomic statuses versus students for families who are from lower socioeconomic statuses. And there's a complete and major noticeable gap between the two because the students in this spectrum from high socioeconomic class, they get higher grades, whereas students here, they don't. And because of that, there's a relationship where students from low economic classes, they cannot have access to field trips, books, or very rigorous courses, just like the AP courses. And on top of that, they're bought into the idea of the self-fulfilling prophecy, where teachers are saying that they can't do it, or because they're poor, they can't be successful, and because they're bought into that idea, they cannot be successful, or they feel they don't have the same value as students from this end of the spectrum. And because of that, that leads to a high rate of dropout rates for graduation, and which is very unfortunate because even though these students have the same value and same work ethic, because of their socioeconomic statuses, that prevents them from doing so. And for the pages that I have referenced for these two events, it's in page 328 or page 3 for the PDF, and page 330 or page number 5. And that's the end of my article.
Hi, how you doing? It's CJ. I'm coming to talk to you guys about a second article, and it was about the idea that hope can bridge the gap between socioeconomic status and academic achievement. In our culture, we all know academic achievement is very high. It gives us a look into our future, whether if we're going to get a good job or a higher degree, whether or not we'll be accepted into certain colleges, graduate school, whatnot. And with hope, they were saying that kids with lower socioeconomic status have lower hope. They have lower goals and ambitions for their lives because they have to focus on right now. They don't have time to think ahead. And people with higher socioeconomic status have those times, and they have hope, and they have those dreams and aspirations. So what this study was trying to show is that through raising hope, you might be able to raise that bridge between the academic success of lower economic status and higher economic status people. There were two studies. One was done with a mix of both minority and non-minority students, where they saw that what we were expecting at first was true. People with lower socioeconomic statuses did have lower hope. And then in the second study, they saw the exact same thing, but they only did it in minorities, and they saw that people still with a little bit of higher had more hope in themselves rather than people who had lower than them. Concluding the article, it was saying that it's harder to change someone's socioeconomic status, but it's really easy to imply hope into someone's life and to show them that they can do it and that they can be better for themselves. This also connects to one of the TED Talks that we had, being someone's champion and showing that they don't know it yet, but they might be able to know it in the future. It's that aspect of like, I can do it rather than like, I won't be able to do it, or I don't have what's inside of me to do it. And I feel like all of us as like future educators or whatever, we should always try to employ hope into other people's lives and let them know that they have more in them than they think they do.
So the clip we wanted to use was to show how somebody who can work really, really hard on something will be overlooked just because of their social class, whether they're poor or they're rich or middle class, it doesn't matter, because they think once somebody's from a certain social class, that's exactly who they are and they'll never change. So watch this fresh clip playing right now.
How dare you not take Will? He's full of potential. That's why we want him. It's you we don't want. Me. But I did everything. I cooked, I cleaned, I hand-washed the toilets. Everything your butler does for you. I'm not accepting no prep school, Bel Air bred sellout into my fraternity. Homie, you can stop all that. No, wait, Will. I got this one. You think I'm a sellout. Why? Because I live in a big house or I dress a certain way? Or maybe it's because I like Barry Manilow. Even Barry White, y'all. being black isn't what I'm trying to be, it's what I am. I'm running the same race and jumping the same hurdles you are, so why are you tripping me up? You said we need to stick together, but you don't even know what that means. If you ask me, you're the real sellout.
Hey, we looking at the newest Phi Beta Gamma?
No, apparently I'm not enough of a brother to be a brother.
What?
Pledge leader said he didn't like sellouts.
Well, who does? I mean, you wait and wait and wait. When you finally get to the front of the line, everything's gone.
You know, this really irritates me. I have worked very hard to give my family a good life, and suddenly somebody tells me there's a penalty for success? I'm sorry you had to go through this, son. When are we going to stop doing this to each other?
Alright, that's the end of our video. I really hope everybody enjoyed. All the resources used in the video are in the description below. Just follow the links. And there's also additional resources if you want to delve into it a little bit deeper than the video. Thank you again for watching, and make sure you follow all the instructions on Blackboard. Make sure you do everything on time. And I know right now it's a very stressful time, but the best we can do is to stay home, make sure everything's okay, stay healthy, stay clean, and please wash your hands, okay? Know that. Go wash them right now. Go wash your hands. Come on, go wash your hands.